Higher Dreams, the Highland Edition.
When the first Oak Street Bridge was built for $5,000 in 1898, the south side of the river began to develop rapidly. Real estate and railroad magnate Eugene Ellsworth and his partner L.E. Jones had acquired land in the southeast part of town with the idea of urban development. The plan was for an upscale residential neighborhood and a system of parks on both sides of the river, from the Mills District all the way to Riverbend. The Ellsworth-Jones Edition and the Highland Park Edition were to feature the best of modern living at the turn of the century. This meant not only quality family housing, but recreational activities as well, including an athletic field and the newly adopted Scottish sport, golf. Golf courses began to be established in America in the late 1880s. The dream of a Highland Edition was well on the way to reality by 1905. Some of the riverbanks had been bought by Ellsworth and parks had been established. Ellsworth had even built a home for the family of his daughter, Caroline, in the Ellsworth and Jones Edition and had started a golf club. An athletic field and grandstand had been laid out for Ellsworth College. A zoological park had been developed, stocked with buffalo and elk for the public's enjoyment. The Highland Edition, containing Ellsworth College athletic grounds and Highland Country Club, ran from the river parks on the north to the Illinois Central Railroad tracks on the west and south to the river on the east. The Ellsworth Stonecrusher Railroad spur ran across the low ground on the south. The athletic field was in the northwest corner of the present-day Highland Golf Course. As much as anything else, fate intervened in the dream for a Highland residential neighborhood and its accompanying East End Riverbend annex. Eugene Ellsworth died in 1907, followed by L.E. Jones in 1913. This removed the energy, vision, and funding for the new neighborhood. Only a very few houses were ever built in Highland itself. Ellsworth's limestone plant to the east that provided employment was moved to Alden around 1910. Caroline Ellsworth Morton moved to Los Angeles, California around this time, where she died in 1929. The new hot water plant and the hydroelectric dam, built from 1910 to 1925, interfered with the plan for river parks. The redesign of Highway 65 in 1957 interfered with access to the neighborhood, and Highland Golf Course expanded in the next few decades to occupy most of the Highland Edition. The first clubhouse at Highland was built in 1902. It was a square structure which lasted until 1915. In 1915, the clubhouse was remodeled with an addition which lasted until 1930. With ratification of the 18th Amendment and prohibition in January of 1920, all clubhouses in the United States were dry for 14 years until December of 1934 with the ratification of the 21st Amendment repealing prohibition. The remodeled clubhouse burned down in 1948. The third clubhouse was built in 1948 and lasted until 2005. The third clubhouse was burned down to make room for the new clubhouse in 2005. The 1960s clubhouse is outlined in orange. The blue line is Park Avenue. The red line is Country Club Road. The yellow line is the old abandoned residential road which ran from Park Avenue to Country Club Road along the river. The green line is the old abandoned railroad bed. The purple line represents the ruins of the old railroad bridge. The pink line represents the ruins of the Ellsworth Dam.